What is going on, guys? JJ Richards here, and welcome back to another YouTube video.
Yeah, we make 'em all
So then, today it is Wednesday the 9th of August, and we are like 3.5 weeks post show. So I wanted to kind of give you guys an insight and an update on what my current food plan is, and also like the plans for the future, my kind of next steps as well, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit undecided. Now, I'll be totally transparent with you guys. I am absolutely terrible post show. And what I mean by that, it's not in terms of food, because I haven't had any like kind of like bingey moments. I've not even like gone crazy. I've literally stuck to my plan. I haven't had a blowout because I don't do that anymore. So I'm always in the back of my head like, do I push into off season or do I do another show? And that is always like an internal battle that I have in my head every single time after I do a show. So I'll give you guys a bit of an update later on what the next plans are, because I do need to kind of pull my finger out and make a decision rapido. But at the moment, we're kind of still pretty much sticking on plan. So I'll go for my diet now. It is pretty much as I would be on a normal plan. The goal is to obviously stay lean. So the scale this morning was like just over 97 kilos, and my stage weight was about 94, 95. So I'm still only really sitting about 3 kilos above stage weight. Still keeping the fat burners in. The cardio's still inside in an hour this morning, and the food's pretty clean. The only thing I'm doing a little bit differently is having a couple of like little extra snacks on top. And when I say snacks, it might be a little bit of extra peanut butter, a little bit of dark chocolate, a couple of rice cakes. My clients laugh at me, my PC clients, because when I say I have a little bit of extra, they think I'm talking like crisps, chocolate bars, like all that kind of jazz. Whereas my kind of like eating slightly off plan is what everyone else would consider to be super healthy. So meal one, guys, what's it got for meal one, Finley? We've got 70 grams of porridge oats, tablespoon of this delicious organic blueberry jam, which is absolutely next level, and 50 grams of whey protein. So this is actually going to be my pre-workout meal today. This is normally what I would have for meal one and pre-workout, but I'm going to get to the gym nice and early to go and smash out some arms. So I'm going to eat this now, head over to the gym in about half an hour and lift some heavy ass weights. It ain't going to be heavy. But anyway, guys, sit back, enjoy the video. Also, Finley, do you know what? 80% of the people that watch my YouTube haven't subscribed. How bad is that? So if you're one of those 80% of people that watch my channel that haven't subscribed, what do they need to do? They do need to prescribe. You've got me saying prescribe. Like, subscribe. So do that for us now. Don't disappoint us. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Press the little bell thing. Do all of that cool stuff to help with the algorithms. Help boost my channel up a little bit. Because we will support it, won't we, Finley? We will appreciate all of their support. Yeah? Are we ready? Should we have a good day? Let's go. Right. Supplement time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my little pre and intra concoction. So we're just doing arms today, guys, so we don't need like a crazy heavy stim. So for that, we're going to have CNP full pump. Now, I've tried pump products before and I haven't really felt any kind of additional pump from training them. However, I must say this one, guys, is unbelievable. So that's what we're going for today, just to try and get pump, a little bit of focus in there, because again, we don't need to get absolutely stimmed off our tits to go and train arms. If you do, there's some issues, you need to get some more sleep. So that's what we're going for pre, and then intra, we have got the loaded EAAs. This one is the big juicy melons. Now, although I'm a big fan of big juicy melons, this probably wasn't one of my favorite flavors. However, it is slowly growing on me. So I'm going to have 10 grams EAAs. I'll also throw in there 5 grams of glutamine and 5 grams of creatine just for shits and gigs. So that's what we're going to have pre and intra. Then we're going to head over. I'm not actually going to record this session, guys, because I'm going to go to Pure Gym, Don't unsubscribe because I train at Pure Gym. I normally always train in the shed or go to different gyms, but just feel like I need to get out of the house because I get a little bit like cabin feverish because I'm here all the time, and because I do so many PT sessions in the gym, it's nice to escape a little bit, and that's kind of like my mental break to kind of remove me from work. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm not going to get my camper out in Pure Gym, so I'm not going to get it training clips for you today. However, we're going to go and get a nice sick juicy pump, and I'll catch you guys after the session. Greetings and welcome to meal number 2. So actually, not a bad little workout, I must say. So destroyed the arms, and then actually did 20 minutes of the Stairmaster. I don't know why, I just fancied doing it. However, did a little bit of a condition check afterwards, and I'm still very happy with my condition that I'm holding, because I think what the plan of action was always going to be was that I've qualified for the British finals so many times. I usually don't do it because I tend to do shows a little bit earlier on in the year, and the thought of like prepping and dieting twice in a year with everything I have going on just doesn't sound very appealing. So as I qualified for the British finals for FitX and UKBFF, I am judging the FitX finals, and I want to keep judging the FitX finals. However, the UKBFF, there's nothing on that weekend, so I thought I'm actually going to probably step on stage at the UKBFF British finals. I've also got a client doing it as well. So my plan was going to be is that in about a week or 2 weeks time, we're going camping. We're really going camping for like 4 days. I've already figured out a gym. I can stay on prep. It's actually easy staying on prep whilst you're camping. It's great. And then when I get back, I've got a solid 6 weeks then to like push down and just get that kind of stage lean. So my goal was to kind of hang around this kind of 97 kilo mark and not allow myself to go over it. So that's what I'm kind of doing, because then I've only got to pull like, you know, maybe 3 kilos off max, which I can easily do in 6 weeks, and then come in nice and sharp. Because I don't want to kind of keep dieting, because you'll just lose your muscle, you'll look flat. And also there's an element of fatigue management as well, because I've just come over that kind of like crazy push or fatigue phase, and I've kind of got myself out of that now. So that's kind of the plan of action, but as always, I'll keep you guys updated. But drop a comment down below. What do you think I should do? Should I do the finals or should I go into an off season? I'm asking your guys for help. That's how confused I am at the moment. So post-workout meal, guys, we've got 200 grams of chicken right here. There is 70 grams of basmati rice. Normally I'd have veg with this meal, but I hadn't got any, so I've got some that I need to cook and I'm hungry. And then also a nice serving of sauerkraut. So someone asked me before in terms of what is sauerkraut and why do I have it with all my meals. So it's basically like fermented cabbage, so it's really good for your gut health and digestion. It's got a lot of like pre and probiotics in there as well. So having a big dollop of that in with your meals is always going to be beneficial. And if you can improve your gut health and digestion by eating something, then why the hell wouldn't you? So I'm going to eat this now, guys. Waiting for Lucy to get back to see what the plan is. I've got clients tonight, but I've got a couple of hours off. So we may do something, we may not. I might also go for a nap. That's the secret. Everyone's like, how do you get up so early and you work such long days? Power naps are the secret, okay? I've said it, write it down. Power naps is the secret. Right, I'm going to eat. I'm starving. Right, guys. Welcome to meal number 3. However, I'm not going to bore you to death with that too much because this is crazy. Like, look at the sheer size of those. Like, yeah, Lucy's eyes lit up like a bloody Christmas tree when she saw these, but it's going to be an interesting night. I can say there. Anyway, right. One of my clients, she's got an allotment and she said she's got like a crazy amount of courgettes, so we came home to a load of courgettes and tomatoes on the doorstep, which is nice. So yeah, I think that could bloody feed an army for a week, couldn't it? Jesus Christ. Whoa. Anyway, I feel a bit weird holding that. So meal number 3, exactly the same as the meal before, guys. So 200 grams chicken, 70 grams of basmati rice, and some sauerkraut. If I wasn't too hungry and ready to eat, I'd probably cook some courgette up and throw that in there too. But okay, get this down me now and then. Still got 3 more meals to eat. Not quite sure what we're going to do for the last meal of the day today. Got a couple of clients coming up, but yeah, this is what we're going down. So meal number 3. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Right then, so I think this is meal number 4. I always forget when I do these videos in terms of what meal it is, but I'm pretty sure this is meal number 4. So This is just like the best meal ever. Like, name me a better meal than like oats whey with a little bit of almond butter. Like, this right here is just absolute heaven. So we've got 70 grams of oats, 40 grams of whey protein, and just like 10 grams of almond butter. I've actually just gone with this organic almond butter, and it tastes absolutely next level. It literally tastes like just pure like almonds, no other crap in there. So I've just done something today actually, so I just literally got my photos back from the show because I totally forgot to order them to have a look and like review my physique, and I will actually tag some on this video so you can see, because I haven't actually discussed like my thoughts on the competitions that I did. So if you didn't know, 3 weeks ago I actually competed. So I did a show on the Saturday, which was the FitX Lead show, where I came third out of 7. And that was in the classic class. And the next day I actually did something different, where I went into the UK BFF show and I came second out of 6, but I competed in the open category. And looking back at the pictures, it's actually quite interesting because Lucy kind of gave me feedback after the show on Saturday and said that I wasn't as lean and dry as I was as the day before. And the reason was because I didn't eat up into the show. Because it was classic, I was more mindful of that midsection control rather than focusing on like that fullness. And sometimes like when you're not as full, you don't look as lean and you don't look as dry because you don't have the muscle that's pushing against the skin. I always use the analogy, imagine you've got a balloon, the more you blow into the balloon, the tighter the balloon is, whereas if you just put like half a breath in it, it looks a little bit loose and saggy. So that's kind of how I explain it. So you want the muscles to be nice and full because it actually looks leaner and drier. So after that feedback, and I noticed that my upper body looks pretty good, but my legs, which are normally like my strongest body part, they just don't have that kind of dryness and that detail in them that normally would. And that's why on the night of this Saturday, I ate up, got some sodium on board, had some chips, had some cheesecake and filled up, and the next day I looked 1,000,000 times better. And a lot of people said that if I looked like that the day before, I would definitely place higher than third. So again, every show you do is always different, and it's always good just to gain feedback, try something, get feedback, see how you do. And I'm heavier now than I've ever been, so obviously the load process is different because there's more muscle to fill. So it's all good feedback for obviously when we go back again. So yeah, that was a little bit of an update on terms like my thoughts and feedback on my physique on those given days. So but overall I was happy because invite for the British for both federations, third place in a stack class, which was great. Second place in the open bodybuilding class. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so that for me was absolutely amazing. So good result all around, right? So I'm going to get this meal down me. Pretty sure this is meal number 4, and we've got 2 more meals to get in before bed. Right then, so we are just about to tuck into the final meal of the day, you'll be pleased to hear. But we just went out and had the last meal as like a little nice off-plan meal out. Now, when it is, this kind of phase now to relax a little bit, take the foot off the gas, it is important for me to try and get that balance between being a bodybuilder and also spending time with the family as well. So just went out with Lucy and Finley, and we had a delicious meal, which I'll put on the screen now. So we had went to this Greek restaurant, which is the only place I really ever eat out around here. So I just had some chicken with some chips, with a bit of lettuce, and it was absolutely delicious. And I don't know why, but people have this kind of weird relationship with food where if they have an off-plan meal, they associate that meal with just eating absolute garbage food. I can't remember the last time that I ever just had like a junk kind of crappy, low nutritional value meal. So we always tend to do exactly the same. We'll either go to the Greek restaurant and have a chicken wrap or chicken and chips, or we'll go to a Turkish restaurant and I'll just get chicken and rice from there. Because it's nice because I'm ticking the box that I'm eating out with the family, but it's not detrimental to my progress because I'm not eating a pizza or a big burger or Chinese or Indian or any of that kind of garbage. So that's what we do, and it kind of helps me strike a balance because, again, in another week or two's time, that stuff will stop as we will be back full prep mode. So I'm 80% prep mode at the moment, just breaking myself in. So this is the last meal of the day. This is almost like a pudding for me. So this here is probably one of the most underrated products on the market. So this is the CMP dessert. So this is the Biscoff one. I'm not a huge fan of the Biscoff one in comparison to the vanilla one, but it's still very nice. So we've got that, dollop of peanut butter, and the little treat, I just found this as well. It's called Hu, Back to Human, and it is a nut butter filled, cashew butter filled, pure vanilla bean, dark chocolate. So that looks absolute beautiful. So I'm excited to try that. So this is like the final meal of the day. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow morning. So I need to show you guys something cool. Right. So it's actually about 24 hours later. But this is what I wanted to show you guys, because this is a product that we've been working on for a long time, and we finally got it perfect. We actually launched it a couple of days ago, so if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what I'm talking about, but if not, why the hell not? But let me show you guys. This right here is like the absolute ultimate gym bag. So we've been designing this for quite a while now with the manufacturers. We've finally got it absolutely perfect. So a few little cool features on it. So it's like the ultimate like bodybuilding bag with everything you can think of that you need on it. So if you look here, we've got in there's like a little insulated pouch there, so you can keep your shaker bottle nice and cold. Also on the other side here, we've got a little insulated meal prep. So if you've got like a post-workout meal, you can keep it nice and cold. Nice big mesh bit there for 2 extra shakers in there. We've got loads and loads of like valuables pockets in here. Even like the cool little personalized zips. Mobile phone pocket in here. This right here is for your trainers, because I don't like putting my trainers in with the rest of my stuff. And it's all collapsible as well. So, you know, if you haven't got meal prep in there, or you haven't got trainers in there, it can just collapse. And you've got plenty of space in the middle there. So, really pleased with that. And also, we just kind of trying to do like the extra little bits and the extra little mile with our products, because it's all about trying to like create new things. And that's why I've never seen a bag like this before that is of this size. It's got all the valuables pouches on it. It's got like the meal prep holder stuff in there, the insulated water bottle. So this is the kind of product we've been working on, and also just leveling up. Look at the little bag it comes in as well. So it doesn't just come in some little cheap crappy plastic bag. We've got a nice little branded bag for it as well. So if you want one of these, the ultimate duffel bag, you can get it on www.themuscleshed.com. So get yourself one, you will not regret it. So a little shameless plug there, guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm going to love you and leave you. Make sure if you haven't already, drop the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, peace.